Well, good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this one, we're going to go over the Defiance dividend dates for February 2024. So let's look at that. These were just announced. We're a little bit behind on this one, or should I say a little bit overdue. I believe February 26th was one of our first in the series of dates for this one. So let's do this here. We will open this one up and then get a screen share going. And we'll share these with you all. Um, Let's see here. So actually, oh, maybe not. The declaration date's actually going to be tomorrow, and payable date is going to be March 6th. So let me share this with you all. Let's see. Might be a little blurry. Let's see. Before I start the share, oh, there's going to be mini rounds today. I'm feeling up to it today. I'm going to try to get a lot of them out. I have certain goals by the end of February, so I'm gonna. You guys are going to see a lot of me today. All right, so let's get the screen share going. Okay. Um, and we'll go over the other ones. So this goes all the way back to December. So these are kind of like yield max, but they trade at different, or they pay out at different dates of the month. And apologies if this one's a little blurry. This one hasn't auto adjusted like some of the other ones do. So this is the distribution schedule for actually almost the whole year. So these typically are going to be close to the first of the month. So the declaration date, this is how it works. The declaration date is on like the last day of the month or around the last day of the month. So you should be getting your paycheck from Defiance by the very beginning of the next month. So in this case, we got these February 6th. And then January 4th was our first one of the year. So we're already, it's hard to believe, but we're already on our third paycheck of the year from Defiance. And you're noticing we're adding a lot of what is it, payor or payee? No, we're the payee. So we're adding a lot. Adding a lot of paychecks to the calendar, right? So we've got paychecks from Yieldbacks, we've got paychecks from Defiance, and paychecks from Rec Shares. So if we could get one every week, that would be amazing. So February 29th is the declaration date. The X date is going to be March 1st. The record date, for whatever reason, there's a couple of days delay. So this one is, oh, I know why. That's because of there's a weekend. So this is going to be next Monday, the 4th. And then by next Wednesday, we get paid out. And then we have another declaration date by the end of the month. And then by April 4th, we're getting paid for April. And then by May, just in time for Cinco de Mayo, actually the day after, we'll get some of our funds uh, redispersed to us that we probably may or may not spend on that special day. May 6th, and then you see, so within the first 6 days of every month, we're getting paid by Defiance. So that's pretty good. Now let's see if we can defy the odds and get something every week. Ah, look who's on. Hey, say something else. That's always your go-to comment. Tell me something good. Come on. Okay, so there's that. Now let's review what we had in February and see what we might get. We'll try to anticipate what we might get for the month of March, since we're fast approaching. Literally, we're like a day away, but not a dollar short. Well, the funds will be. If they pay out a dollar, then the fund's share price will be a dollar shorter than it was the day before, because that's how dividends work, right? Some of you disagree with me on that, but you got to trust me on this. I studied this in school, believe it or not. Um, ooh, we had some eye poppers today for trending tickers. Genix Therapeutics was up like 120 something percent, or so it's showing. Wow, look at that, since Monday. That's incredible. That just caught my eye. There's got to be a way to know these things in advance. Okay, so to the best of my recollection, JEPI, this is one of the Defiance funds, right? We haven't looked at these in some time. So JEPI is up to 56.95. Let's see here. Their tagline is ETFs built for the next generation. So let's see. There's a lot of them actually. We've got a treasury fund. We've got the IWMY, JEPY, QQQY. Now we have an EVXX. We've got a cruise, CRUZ for cruises, hotels, and airlines. We've got a hydro for hydrogen. We've got a QTM or quantum for Defiance Quantum, and we've got a 5G one. So this is like two separate videos. I'm going to stick to our main ones before we look at some of the others. So let's see here. So for excuse me. Let me go back here for a second. For our first one on the docket, I'm sorry, not it's I get these mixed up all the time. It's JEPY, not JEPI. I kind of had another Biden moment here. Okay, so JEPY is only 1790. Our dividend has been pretty good in this one. If we look at historical data, let me see here. You know what? I'm feeling up to it. I'll just live chat in the Discord. Oh, good. You're enjoying my content. I know you secretly do, but yeah, that's good. Good to hear from you. It seems like you always watch me when you're driving. Remember, safety first. Concentrate on the road first. I don't want to distract you, from driving. We don't want distracted driving on the road, or at least any distracted driving that I contribute to. I like to contribute to a lot of things, just not that. Let's see, what website is that schedule? That is on, let me see if it's on their site. I could probably have found a clearer version. If I actually did some actual prep work on videos, I could have probably found that one sooner. We'll get to that in a second. We're going to go to their website because that's got a lot of other good info. I probably got two videos on this topic, but let's look at this first. We will get back to that. Someone make sure to keep me on track in the comment section. Let's see here. Okay, Discord, voice chat in the Discord. Is everybody on? Are they also on my Discord? How about you, new investor? Are you on the Discord under a different name? I don't know if I've seen you. So I'm going to go in the voice chat in the Discord, see if any of you all join me. Don't worry because StreamYard doesn't record guests' voices, which is our current hang up when it comes to doing a live show on Discord. But we're quickly working our way through that. So quickly, in fact, that I've been talking about it for a whole week. So, with that being said, let's go back and look over here. We're going to look at, let's see, where am I? I got so many tabs open over here. Okay, gotta love the new format with Yahoo. So we were as high as 91 cents in November, but we've fallen all the way to 58 cents, which was an increase from the January one. So hopefully we trend upward. Hopefully we're somewhere around 60 cents, but we never know. Like some of you say, hope is not a strategy. Okay, so as of the 30th, we dropped, and look at this, we actually have not recovered. See what's happening? We're starting to see a similar pattern with a lot of these. So since October, we've dropped, tried to come back a little bit, dropped again after the payout, tried to come back again a little bit, dropped, went up again, dropped. But we're not recovering to our prior highs. See what's happening? You can see the peaks here. It's like looking at a mountain range, so to speak here. Ah, looks like we have a brave soul that has attempted to join the Discord. Let's see here. So it's not going to record you, but you can talk if you want. It'll just interrupt my video or interrupt my train of thought, which isn't hard to do, actually. Oh, look at this. Two of you are going to try to join here. Well, I'm in the middle of my video, but if you all have something really important to say, feel free to. Otherwise, we'll catch up after the video's done. Let's see here. I helped my sister set up her brokerage account today, so I might be a new investor, but I'm not the newest investor. Well, I know you're not the newest investor. Are you on the Discord, by the way? Let's see here. I may have to Sorry, I may have to mute myself on here. Um, Stay on there, guys. I'll talk to you after this is done. Okay, anyway, as far as Defiance, can you mute yourself? I'm sorry. There's a lot of background noise. Okay, as far as Defiance, we were at 1968. We've dropped from there. See the prior highs, 1895 is where we got back to. Then we were at 1846 here, 1843, 1831. So by the 22nd, see we've fallen off from there. So that's kind of what's happening here. In terms of now the other one, IWMY, that is the small caps play, but we're going to look first at QQQY. This is the NASDAQ 100, which I'm also in. Let's see how this one has done. So this one had a good run up because the NASDAQ's been doing really well too. So from January 4th to the 29th, we had run up from 1719 to 1815. And then we had fallen off from there. Since September, we're about $3 less. But if we look from the beginning of the year, we were here, we had dropped, we were up here, then we kind of dropped again. And then we see what's happening. It's the same. I call it the dividend paradox. We're not recovering from, we're not recovering back to our prior highs. So that's the thing with these covered call ETFs, right? Um, anyway, our dividend in this one, I think, was lower as well. So I'm just looking at this one for purposes of attempting to estimate this month's dividend, which we will know tomorrow. But it's always good to pre-plan these things, to pre-plan what the declared dividend will be. So we had 85 cents in this one, which was not too bad. I'm thinking it's going to be closer to 60 cents like it was at the end of the last year. And then as far as IWMY, this one I believe was well over $1. Now the Russell, a lot of the experts anticipate a really good year for the small caps. So the Russell, oh, this is back to November here. Let's see how long this one has been. This one just went public sometime in November, November 1st. And see, we've dropped since then, year to date. Now, see, here's the thing. The Russell is up, but the Russell fund is down. So we're kind of defying the trend here a little bit for Defiance. For dividends only, let's see here. Dividends only, I think we're either on our first, no, we're on our third one actually. December, we got two in December because one was really November. So we were at $1.25, then we dropped to $1, then we were back to $1.29. So that one is still our highest one. I think we might stay at $1. We will have to see for sure. The Russell 2000 for the year, I'm looking at this closely because I'm more exposed to small caps than I typically am. So we are slightly up for the year based on where we started. We're up like 38 or 28 points in the Russell. We've been as high as 2061. But if we have a really good year in the Russell, one of my favorite plays, not to divvy off topic, but the TNA fund is one of my favorites. So TNA is the Direction Daily Small Cap 3X. This, as a reminder, is of the same fund family as the UPRO and the TQQQ, which are also doing really well. The market had a little bit of a down day. It wasn't terrible, but the Nasdaq was down almost 88 points. The Russell was down 16. Dow was down 23. S&P down 8. So those would be my plays, not to steer you away from Defiance, but those would be my plays for the Russell, the Nasdaq, and the S&P. As far as the dividends, I think they might stay close to around where they are. And now I want to circle back. Oh, Hoffman is not a fan of Defiance, I see. Let's see here. You don't have Discord? Make one and join. You can join in voice chats and stuff like that because you're going to have to get Discord anyway because we're going to be doing live shows in Discord. I should be studying, coach, but you're irresistible. Well, thank you. Well, you learn a lot from me too, I hope. Defiance is the same dog as Yield Max, just different fleas. But yeah, Discord is great. We've got a great live chat feature in the Discord, a voice chat, and it's definitely a very good platform. I think they're going to go public too, actually. So let me circle back to where we started, and I'm going to go to the Defiance site and see if the dividends are actually there. Where I had with the page I was showing, someone had shared in my Discord. So here is, if you can see it here, this is actually the list of the Defiance fund. So we've got the 5G, we've got the Quantum Fund, the Hydro one, Cruise Fund, EVXX, QQQY, JEPY, IWNY, Treasury. Now you tell us. You know what, Hoffman? Why don't I just make you the channel manager for real, Mr. MVP here? I've actually never experimented on that. You're actually giving me an idea. Maybe I can be different and try something there. I do have what's cool. The last interview I did with Jay, there's a Reddit subthread out there about me, which is pretty cool. Um, some of those folks on there had some nice things to say about my interview style with Jay. They talked about like what a great interviewer I was. They talked about how I was ready for prime time, like on a big network and so on and so forth. So go check that out. It's in the Yield Max subreddit if you all haven't seen that. It's kind of cool to read about yourself, from people that like don't even know you, the things they have to say for sure. Anyway, so let's see. Are those dividends on here? Where are those pesky dividend announcements here? Let me see here. Yeah, I don't go to the site very much. I feel like I cover them like 3 times a month. It's on the dividend declaration dates and then like the payout dates, like those 3 dates every month. For this one, this does remind me of the Yield Max site. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Jay is on the advisory board or he's involved somewhat with these funds. There's the total return for the NAV. Oh, there it is right here. So for new investor, let's see. Here's the dividends right here. I didn't even need to go to my Discord, even though I did. Yeah, here's the dividend dates right here, all the way to the end of the year. So it's always anywhere from the 1st to the 6th of every month. And we already have the first 3 of the year. So if we average these for the IWMY, we should come somewhere in between this number, but we will know for sure tomorrow. So there is that. It's on the Defiance site. I definitely owe you guys another video as far as the other Defiance funds. Oh, you found it before me. See, you catch on quick. Yeah, see, either I'm a great teacher or you're a great student, right? Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be back probably in another 15 minutes with another rant for you all about some other topic. We're going to go over wheel strategy. We're going to go over, there's a couple more dividend topics that I'm behind on that I have to go over for sure. So thank you all. See you all very soon. Take care.